Hello people, my name is ZixXRox, I'm your faithful host today, and welcome to a review of the For Honor Closed Alpha. I was invited to it, and I was actually very excited for this. And for those of you who don't know, For Honor is an upcoming game from Ubisoft that is basically... One moment please, I forgot to turn off my air conditioner. Anyways, For Honor is basically a medieval combat game made by Ubisoft that pits Vikings, samurai, and knights against each other. Now, on its surface, it seemed very much like the indie game Chivalry. I know it has like a subtitle or whatever, but whatever. I am a huge fan of Chivalry. I fucking adore Chivalry. Let me just say this right off the bat. I love Chivalry. It is one of the few games where I feel that you can just pick it up at any point in time and just play it. It's one of those games where if I'm just bored and I don't know what else I want to play, I will put that on over almost anything else, guaranteed. Chivalry is a game that you can play music over. Chivalry is a game that you can just dick around in, have fun with friends. It's a very, very good game. And yes, it is almost exclusively multiplayer, but it works. So, before I go into For Honor, I'd like to talk about Chivalry for a bit more. Chivalry basically pits two factions of knights. You have 4 different classes. The archer, if you play the archer, you're a pussy. No one wants that. We're here for melee combat, not ranged combat. The man-at-arms, which is basically your scout sort of class. I don't play him, so I can't really give a good analysis. The vanguard, which is your spearman and basically your big-ass weapon guy. And the knight, which is the tank of the 4. Now, I primarily play the vanguard because he has the giant-ass greatswords. Here's the thing. I think Chivalry is 10 times better than For Honor. That is just my opinion, though. Right off the bat, Chivalry doesn't have any microtransactions. The way this game is showing itself with the gold system, this game is going to have For Honor is going to have microtransactions out its ass, and I don't like that. My problem is that I was expecting this to be a better Chivalry. And that's sort of what spoiled this game for me, is that it's not that at all. If you went into For Honor expecting a medieval combat sort of game, walk away from it now. It's not that. Some of my favorite things about Chivalry are the lack of a lock-on system, basically making all fights incredibly hectic. Everything is completely skill-based. There is no sort of prediction or anything. It is all reaction to your opponent. There is no locking on, and people can jump in and jump out of fights. You can have honor duels. You can have all that shit. It's just crazy hectic combat, and it's part of the reason why I love it, because there is no lock on. Another thing that I love about it is the community is still thriving to this day. You can jump on at any point in time and still find a match in almost every game mode. And it's cheap as all hell. The problem with another thing, before I go into For Honor, is I love the fact that you have 2 options on your camera. A couple of other options, but let's just break it down into 2. You can either go from first person, which is amazing. I recommend almost exclusively playing in a first person, or you can go in a third person. Let's move into For Honor now. Right off the bat, For Honor is basically a MOBA. So, right off the bat, that kind of annoyed me. I can enjoy a MOBA. I play League, for fuck's sake. And let me tell you something, League is toxic as all hell. I'll even admit it myself. But I did not want this to be a MOBA. I was expecting a good Chivalry. Another Chivalry that isn't an indie game. Not at all. The main game mode, which is 4v4, which is a Dominion, which is a 4v4 game, pits, and the thing that instantly got me is, it's not, you don't just create a character. There are, currently in the alpha, there are 6 different heroes. And they all have their different classes. Vanguard, Assassin. And I'm like, this is a fucking MOBA. It's a very MOBA light, because there is no leveling up, there is no sort of buying equipment and everything, but it has that framework of a MOBA. You got your easy to kill minions and everything. I'm not enjoying it. Second of all, on PlayStation 4, at least for me, I cannot connect to anything that is PvP. I can go into player versus AI, no problem. I can't get into player versus player on Brawl or Dominion, which are the two bigger ones. I can get into player versus player on Duel, and once I did that, I realized I don't like this game at all. Let's talk about the combat system. The combat system is a lot more prediction-based than Chivalry's. And yes, that is my biggest problem with this game, is that it's not Chivalry. Because the way it's been advertised is it's gonna be another Chivalry. It's gonna be all these big epic fights like in Chivalry, but with better graphics. Made by an actual development team. No! That's not it at all! It's based on this directional movement system, on this like directional combat system where you have 3 directions. Up, left, and right. That's it. And everything is based around either bashing, blocking, light attacks, or heavy attacks. That's it. There is no piercing, there is no overhand, there is up, left, right, and that's it. And those other things I just mentioned. It's really not that fun though. Every battle just go. A lot of the battles in the duel mode, which I grew to love the most, is just who is standing nearest to a ledge so that you can just bash them off. And the other problem is, once one person gets a hit in, that's it. It's over. The game is very, very much in need of polishing, and the good thing is, it's got until February to fix itself. Currently, I am not enjoying the game at all, and I cannot recommend it at all. Especially when Chivalry is out there for way less than $60, is a lot more fun, and is just overall just a better medieval combat game. This game, if you were expecting it to be like Chivalry, you're going to be disappointed. If you're expecting what I saw, you're going to be happy. But there is so many problems with this game. Like I said, the microtransactions I barely touched on. There is obviously a microtransaction framework there that they're going to implement. There is, I'm sorry, I'm sort of at a loss for words right now, like I always am. Like, there are very obvious classes that are way better than each other. So the Berserker, the Viking Berserker is terrible. However, the other Viking class, I'm sorry, again, I don't think these things through, is awesome. The Orochi, the Samurai Orochi, is arguably the best class in the game. And almost everyone plays it. I'm not enjoying myself at all, and I was really looking forward to playing this alpha. Dominion doesn't work on the PlayStation 4 for me. I think it's Brawl doesn't work on the, yeah, Brawl. Brawl doesn't work on the PlayStation 4 for me. It's probably just my internet being weird because I have the, Type 3 NAT type. I'm just not enjoying myself at all with this. And I was really looking forward to this game being a lot more like Chivalry. But with it being really, really badly balanced, with the microtransaction system already showing its face, with the fact that it's just another fucking MOBA, with all of this shit, I've already stopped playing it. And it's still going on till the 18th. So, yeah, I'm already not enjoying this game at all. Anyways, my name is XXRux. I'm your faithful host of today. I do not recommend For Honor as it stands right now. I'll see you next time.